Well, the Tampa Bay Lightning were hoping to send the Islanders through a rough storm in Game 5 to advance to the Stanley Cup Final, but the Islanders had a different plan. Let's talk about it right now on Teal Town After Dark. Good evening, everyone. It is September 15th, 2020, and the Tampa Bay Lightning let the Islanders back into this one. That's for darn sure. The Islanders win in double overtime 3-2. Excuse me, 2-1. We wish it were 3-2. Have some more excitement coming on, but unfortunately, that's all you got tonight. And welcome to Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive post-game. We do this after every night in the Stanley Cup playoffs. If you want to be part of the show, here's how you do it. Join us with the fellow hockey fans in the YouTube channel on the page or the app, and of course, follow us on the social, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, Reddit, and of course, our favorite, Discord. And for more Sharks content, hit us up at tealtownusa.com. Hi again, everyone. Oh, hello. That's a roof shot. Hi again, everyone. This is Eric Curry. You can always follow me on Twitter at PuckGuy14. We have a Game 6 on Thursday night. And would you believe that through nearly 4.5 plus periods, the New York Islanders would have 24 shots on goal and somehow win this game? They had their only power play goal in this game too. It's something else, folks. And that's the beauty of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You just never know. I'm happy for the Isles. Sleepy Mofo says. Jordan Eberle with the game-winning goal on that one. It's one of those weird ones when Sleepy Mofo saying seemed that the Lightning half-assed it until the third period and never be complacent. Absolutely. Learn from the Sharks, or more recently, the Golden Knights. That's for darn sure. RBG Productions. Isles ain't dead yet. I called it before OT started that Barzal would score. Isles got the team right, not the player. No, it's tough to call that. I had Beauvillier to score for the Islanders, if not former San Francisco Bull Yanni Gourde. And let's see, what else do we have in the chat? Tom C. Hey, Tom C. That was a hell of a game, yeah. An Eberle sighting greater than. That was a hell of a game and a hell of a finish. Yeah, it definitely saw some crazy chances in overtime, but yeah, folks, this one wasn't exactly one that you this is not exactly one that you save the tape and send it to friends and family to say, hey, get excited about NHL hockey. I mean, overtime shots. They were in the first overtime. They were 4-4. That's crazy. The Isles had no more than 6 shots in a period, and that was in the second period where they had just 6 shots. It went like this: 5, 6, 5, 4, 4. They didn't produce too much of it. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they outshot the Islanders by 22-13 from the third period onward. So, let's see. How short will the benches be for Game 6? We'll see. And at the rate, gotta love having hiccups as you go on the air. Isn't that wonderful? Definitely. Oh, this is gonna be fun. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. Excuse me one moment. That's a first. All right. You know, RBG saying, I hope that series goes 7 because why not? I love Game 7s. Yeah, Game 7s are always fun. Game 6s are going to be interesting, to see what we do there. You know, when you say those numbers, no way the Isles win the series unless Tampa flat out chokes. I mean, they've done it before. Yeah, that's it's it's why playoff hockey is the best thing in the world. And when it's overtime playoff hockey, even better because you just don't expect it. You don't expect it at all. I mean, I think what was it? Game 7, Calgary and San Jose, like 56 saves by Wade Flaherty, and you would think, oh, there's no way in heck that's gonna happen. You know, so but guy needs a coke. Yeah, I think I'm okay now. I don't know how that happened and all that, but let's get to the recap here. And this one will be pretty quick, folks. Uh, you know, Ryan Pollock uh, gets things going 1-0 on the power play for the Islanders. Letty and Barzal with the assists at 15:41 of the first period. Gets the Isles off and running. And at 4 minutes, Victor Hedman with a sweet shot that beats Varlamov. Ties it up at 1-1. And then overtime. Or, excuse me, second overtime. This one is a tough one, and you kind of feel for Kevin Shattenkirk in this one. He's getting you. Tampa wins the face-off. Shattenkirk's up high. He's getting ready to bomb it to maybe get a deflection or anything. Kind of fans on it. Turns it over to Andersley. Andersley picks it up, scoots it down the ice, picks it up again. Sergachev, I didn't like. I think he thought that Shattenkirk was getting the pass to eliminate the pass. So Sergachev, commits to blocking, the passer instead of the shooter, and the passer being Anders Lee instead of the shooter Eberle. And it leads to Eberle being wide open for the game winner. And that's a tough break, man. And for it to happen with 7:30 left in the second overtime of a game that you can clinch to go to the Stanley Cup final, that one's gonna haunt him if they do not win this series. Absolutely, you know. So yeah, and you're right, RBG. You know, so basically, Shattenkirk had a Brent Burns moment. We can sympathize with that. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it happens. You just have to have that, get back and have that, break up that play pretty quickly. Sleepy Mofo saying can't go wrong with a starfish defense. um, Brent Birds would say hold my root beer. I'm just saying. He probably drinks beer. Who am I kidding? But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. You didn't miss that one, and there have been some people cringing that it could be Islanders and Stars, and what could be potentially the most boring Stanley Cup Finals ever. In fact, I want to say if I don't know where my phone went, but Ray Ferraro, Ray Ferraro and Gord Miller kind of had some comments about this game, which were pretty great on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull up. If I can pull up what Ferraro was saying. Um, He retweeted Tom Galidi's tweet that Lightning and Islanders headed to second overtime tied at 1-1. Shots on goal for that first overtime were 4-4. Ferraro retweets, riveting. And basically, he kind of doubles down with, when I say I like goals and that 5-4 games are awesome, I often get, quote, there are a lot of exciting 2-1 games in response. This one is not. Whoops. You know? Yeah, that's a tough one. And Gord, I think, trying to figure out what he said. And he retweets on top of Ray Ferraro to quote the legendary Edmonton broadcaster Cecil Tiger Goldstick, "If they play this game in my backyard, I'd close the drapes." Oh, man. So that kind of tells you where everything is going on with this game. This game did not have the riveting excitement as Stars and Golden Knights last night. You know, but it is what it is, folks. And the Islanders have pushed this to a game 6 somehow, some way. And kudos to the Islanders and their fans who've been through a lot. I mean, they definitely thought, well, nobody's going to give us a shot with no John Tavares. And here they are. They've won 4 playoff series. Throw in the qualifier, that's 5 without him. The worst part is that, Tavares had some of the Tavares saw them do it on his home ice in Toronto. That's crazy, So, and of course, Barry Trotz, respectable coach for the Islanders for the last couple of seasons, once coached Washington. And Rob, you mentioned it, many times here. We'll see how the Capitals do next season with Peter Laviolette, who was hired today by the Capitals to be their head coach, the 19th head coach in Washington Capitals history. I think it might be a good move. We'll see what happens there. Sleepy Mofo saying, I was a bit shocked that had Tampa Bay won tonight, the Cup final would have started this Thursday. Yeah, they are really trying to get this bubble out. With no families coming in, unless I've heard something in the last minute, they are trying to get this bubble closed up quickly. And Pierre LeBrun reported that, game 1 would have been Thursday if Tampa Bay had won tonight. Of course, that's going to probably push things back now. If Tampa Bay wins on Thursday, it'll start on Saturday, which is probably a good thing that it starts on Saturday as opposed to Sunday. Definitely do not want to go up against the NFL. For sure. And even there was some talk that there might be a potential back-to-back scenario. Man, I don't think I've ever seen a back-to-back scenario in the Stanley Cup final. That's one I kind of have a question about. I say give these guys some rest, man. I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, they've had, 4.5 months rest in between. They're going to have at least 1 to 2 months, if not maybe 3, to rest up for the next season. So we'll see about that. RBG saying, I would have liked the Sharks to go after Lavi. I'm surprised we have not heard anything about a coaching search, or is DW just gonna go roll the dice with Bugner? So we'll see. So we'll see on that. Let's get to the bracket. There you go. In the West, Dallas is waiting, and now they're gonna get some much needed rest here, as they will not play tomorrow, and they won't play on Thursday, but they'll be definitely watching Thursday's game at 5 p.m. between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders. Tampa Bay still leads the series 3-2, we'll see what happens in that one. Can the Islanders force a Game 7? Man, if they were to pull that one off, to force a Game 7 after being down, 3-1. I mean, it's just something else. If anything, can get that. It's just something else if they were to force a Game 7. So, oh, you guys are on a roll tonight in the chat. That's for sure. Let me get you guys back in here. The Sharks coaching announcement is the most anticlimactic news that it will be announced. uh, uh, are we really going to trade coaches? Yeah, that would be something if they were to talk to Gallant. Who knows? We shall see about that. So we had Laviolette become the new head coach of the Capitals. We had Brodin, Jonas Brodin, sign a 7-year, $42 million deal with the Minnesota Wild today, which kind of puts Matt Dumba on the clock. Dumba is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He is under contract. I think he's making a little over $4 million. So definitely a target for any team. Any team that's interested in him, for sure. So get that here. Let me make sure on that one. Yeah, Dumba. Oh, excuse me, not $4 million, $6 million. Matt Dumba is signed for $6 million for the next 3 seasons before he hits UFA. 26-year-old right-handed defenseman. I think the Sharks are okay with that, with not going for him, but somebody's going to get him, and it's going to be a good one. But Jonas Brodin gets a new deal done in Minnesota. So that is pretty much it. We checked out Solo for America Ice, and it kind of sucks that their pro shop was closed. It opens up at 4 p.m., which is a bummer. Drove all the way down from Concord, and no dice for that one. But they are definitely getting ready to build up the Barracuda Arena along with the 5th rink. That'll be at Sharks Ice in the very near future, which I think is pretty cool. So, maybe Dumba to Toronto. They need to clear out some space. They really do need to clear out some space. As long as he can play in his own zone and not produce more tumors at a Safeway bakery, I'll take him in Teal. Oh, RBG, that's a good one. But yeah, I can't see him coming to San Jose. Definitely, we have enough right-handed defensemen. I think there's some already waiting the rings as well to take that spot. I can't see them using $6 million of the $14 million in cap space they have on a defenseman that you're probably going to be rejecting as the number 3 right-handed defenseman. That's a lot. I remember AJ. The early offerings of this program was a little critical of how much Brendan Dillon was making in the long term. So, it could be interesting to see what comes down. And again, like we mentioned on last night's show, we think all the excitement's going to be in the Stanley Cup final, and it's going to be presented, and it's all hunky dory. Yeah, well, just wait. Once the season ends, I think a lot of shoes are going to fall, a lot of things are going to come out, and a lot of moves are going to be made because the cap is not going up, folks. And at the same time, you got teams that are going to need to maneuver just to make sure they stay in the cap because they weren't expecting it to be even. So, Chad, am I missing anything? I think that pretty much covers it. So I think that is pretty much it for this one as we get set for Game 6. Again, let's take a look at the bracket. So Dallas is waiting. They will wait a couple more days. They'll see the Lightning and Islanders go battle it up Thursday at 5 p.m. as Tampa Bay leads the series 3-2. So that means there is no hockey tomorrow night. And we went from having 6 hockey games a day at the beginning of July and August to having a day off tomorrow. It's something else. That's crazy. So I'm going to enjoy that day off. And I'll be back with you Thursday night following Game 6 of Islanders and Lightning. So be interesting to see what happens there. In case you missed anything, want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or your favorite podcatcher, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and always available at tealtownusa.com. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret because I'm pretty sure he's not watching, but I'll let you know which Sharks alumni. In fact, let's play a game. Rob, you brought up let's make a deal. So I want you guys to guess which Sharks alumni AJ talked to tonight and will be posting up tomorrow on tealtownusa.com. Let's see. The winner, you know what? I'm going to make it a prize. The winner gets an exclusive Teal Town USA face mask. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's on my profile picture. If not, it will be soon. So let's hear your guesses as to who AJ interviewed. Sharks alumni. We'll give you that. He's a former Shark that he interviewed and will be posting tomorrow. Let's see how many of you can get this right. I see there's 10 people. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate that if you do. So let's see, chat. Let's see what you got here. Come on, chat. Don't be shy. All right. First guess. He talked to Nabby? No. No. He'd be super giddy if he talked to Nabby. Rob Iman saying Jamie Baker. No. No, good guess. We've already talked to Jamie Baker during the pause. Be on the lookout for that. Scott Thornton. No, that would be a cool one too. I follow him on Instagram, so maybe we can talk to him about that. Sleepy Mofo going with Scott Hannon. Nope, not that one. Not that one. I'll give you guys 90 seconds here. And of course, there'll be a stretch out of it because it's going to be on delay. So let's see. Who else? Who else do you guys think he talked to? Rob, I've been saying Brett Hedican. Nope, not Brett Hedican. Rob Lake. No, maybe you can teach a few things to DW to get things moving and improve his minor league system. Douglas Murray. No, not Douglas Murray, but you're getting warm. RBG Productions. Congratulations. You are the winner. Dan Boyle. That's right. AJ talked to Dan Boyle tonight, and we'll post that tomorrow for your listening and viewing pleasure on tealtownusa.com and on our YouTube channel and on our SoundCloud. So be on the lookout for that. RBG, if you are on Twitter, please DM me, and I will make sure to get you a Teal Town USA face mask over to you. So be on the lookout for that. So Dan Boyle, we have on the podcast tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. So RBG, you know where to DM us. All right. Me or at Puckeye14 or at Teal Town USA. So we'll get that out to you. So that'll do it for us. Something to look forward to tomorrow, even though there's no game. Appreciate each and every one of you again. And, not going to lie, this is probably what RBG was doing right now when he found out he won. That's what he was doing. Or she, I should say, So, RBG, send me your info. Check out all our content on Teal Town USA. Either on their Facebook, the Twitter, or the Instagram. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel where we did a ton of interviews during the NHL pause. Like so. You probably see some right about now. So check that all up. And until next time, until Thursday, woohoo, day off for me. Keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real, Teal. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate your support as always. Be safe out there and have a great night.